Well, my story is actually somewhat unique. I was raised in a pro-gun family, so my father took me out target shooting and hunting, and taught me, how to use guns, how to use them safely. And so I knew guns when I was a kid. He died when I was about 24, and I got caught up in all the anti-gun propaganda. I kind of got caught up in the whole thing. I went anti-gun for a short time in my life, and it may have been because of the people I was surrounding myself with. It may have been because I didn't have a strong understanding of why the Second Amendment is so important and why our liberties are so important, why it's so important to protect ourselves. But the truth is, I went anti-gun for a little while. It wasn't until I had a situation in my life where my wife and I were in danger, potential danger. Luckily, we made it out okay, unharmed, and I tell the story in the book. But that night, I had a moment of clarity, a moment of awareness, and said, my job as a man, as a husband, is to protect myself, my family, and in that moment, everything kind of lined up for me, and I understood why it's so important to support our Second Amendment and to protect ourselves.
I've talked about that moment for so many people when they realize they have no way to defend themselves in the face of a grave threat, and usually that is the moment it clicks. If I want to keep myself and my family safe, I need a firearm. Was this a potential home intruder? What was the situation?
We were out in public, and I'll give you some quick bullet points. We were out in public coming out of a late night movie theater, and we had a run-in with this guy. Now, like I said, luckily it was okay. We avoided the situation, but I got in the car and I looked at my wife and I said, "Look, I'm sorry." And she said, why are you apologizing to me? You didn't do anything. And I said, "Well, the truth is, I don't know if tonight I would have been able to protect you if I needed to." And I told her, I said, "I'm getting a gun."